seen before. And you know why actually we never saw it before? Because it's exclusive to QVC. It's something that we're doing from Vintage Wine Estates. This is going to be such a fun gift to get, to give. It's an advent calendar, but for wine. So all of the bottles are half bottles. So they end up giving you about 2.5 glasses of wine. And look, you can see here, here's how they're gonna look when they come out. But look, in this box, and I'm holding an empty box, in this box you have all these little windows, and every day for 12 days you can pop one of those open and be surprised by the fantastic wine you get. In this box, all different California wines, 6 different varietals, and they end up being wine that is perfect for every meal, every occasion, and everyone's taste. I want to say, oh, actually, but first, before we say hello to Brian, I want to let you know that since we've made this available for Christmas in July, 9,000 have been ordered. This is really, really popular. Please do not wait. We have 2 ship dates on here. You just need to let us know, would you like the wine shipped to you on November 2nd, or would you like it shipped to you on November 30th? That's the more limited date. This is really an instant party. Like, you get a box with 12 wines. They actually are the perfect party size. At the end of the night, you don't have wine bottles everywhere. They're really nice, of course. Our parties are smaller this year, just to have that kind of 2.5 glasses per bottle. I want to say hello to Brian Doherty, who comes to us from Vintage Wine Estates. He's been in the wine industry for a decade. He's got the envious job of sampling all these beautiful wines from Napa, California. Hi, Brian. How are you?
Cheers. Happy Christmas in July.
Thank you. Brian, let's just tell everybody a little bit about what they're getting in here. Now, obviously, we don't want to give it all away, but because there's a little surprise with what wine bottle is in which little hidden door here. But let's talk about what we are getting in terms of just the high quality wine.
Sure. Well, vintage wine, we've been bringing wines to QVC for over 14 years now. And it's all about that great California wine. So we start with really great wine, and then we came up with this great fun idea to create an advent calendar. So you've got 6 different varietals, 2 Moscato, 2 Pinot Grigio, 2 Chardonnay, 2 Pinot Noir, 2 Merlot, and 2 Cab. So cover everybody's taste. But we're not going to tell you which wine is under which cover.
I love this size bottle. I just think it's perfect because if I'm going to get 12 bottles of wine, I like the fact that I can kind of try each one without committing to a big bottle. Plus, it actually ends up being something in a size that we can ship. Speaking of shipping, notice shipping and handling is included, 5 easy payments of $17.80. The only thing you really need to do is make sure that this will ship to your area. We ship to 41 different states, and we have that information available to you on QVC.com, and we also are going to give you a look at this map right here. So every state in red, we can ship to you. All right, Brian, let's get to it. What should we do first? Should we talk about maybe the Moscato?
Yes, let's taste a little Moscato.
Okay.
So there's 2 Moscatos in this set. And Moscato is the sweetest of all the wines. So if you like a sweet wine, a white Zin, or a sweet rosé, you're going to love this Moscato.
I always think of Moscato
of this as a great...
Yeah, it's like a good dessert wine, right? Or it's a great wine like if you're having like cheese and crackers. I always like a little sweet wine with that.
Yeah, and this is a delicate sweetness to it. It's not syrupy sweet.
Brian,
it's great to welcome people too. I like to put a bottle out as nobody ever shows up on time.
well, I'll tell you what, this glass just welcomed me, and because I'm on the job, I can't drink as much as I would like to. This is a hard one to put down. That is really, really yummy. Oh, I have an update for you already. This is going quickly. The November 2nd ship date, we only have 2,200 remaining. If you want the November 30th ship date, which is the most popular, we have fewer than 1,300. Remember, they're coming in the really cute wine advent box. So 12 days of Christmas. It's an advent calendar for the grown-ups. So that is the Moscato. And then we're going to move on to, what is this? Oh, our Chardonnay. Now Chardonnay, that's our most popular white, right?
Yes, Chardonnay is the most popular of all the white wines. So we take a little extra time to really make sure the Chardonnay is great. And this is the Cuvée Chardonnay. It sits on a cliff just north of Santa Barbara, overlooking the ocean. And I would swear you could taste that California sunshine right in the glass.
It smells really good.
Isn't that great? And it's a medium bodied. It's not like a big buttery kind of Chardonnay. It goes perfect with turkey, any kind of seafood. Really nice.
Oh, that is really nice. You know what? That's really, really nice. That is the perfect meal for or it's perfect wine for seafood. You know, the one thing I have to tell you that I really love about this collection is that it's so carefully curated. Every single one of these wines comes from a different vineyard in California, and of course a lot of us, we're not really traveling to California right now, so unless we live in that area, we're not really getting an opportunity to go see these wineries in person. I love this idea of the wineries coming to us. This is a wine tour in an advent calendar, or your little instant party. Right. All right, so we did the Moscato, which is really sweet, but in such a nice, light, delicate way. The Chardonnay, absolutely yummy. What's this next one? Oh, our Merlot. Okay, Merlot is a very popular red.
Yes.
Where did this Merlot come from?
So this is from Delectus. Delectus, they're in, if you go to Napa Valley, all the way to the north end, there's a little town called St. Helena, and that's where Delectus is.
Oh.
They make a fabulous Merlot. Think of this as for anything you're going to put red sauce on.
Okay.
It's going to pair perfectly. Or the other thing too is this makes a great little stocking stuffer. And if you're giving a gift, you want to make sure the wine is really good. Even better than if you're trying it on your own.
You know what?
We've gone that extra mile to make sure each of these is perfect.
That is such a good point because, you know, Brian, when you and I were talking before the show, I freely admitted to you, although I enjoy a glass of wine, I am by no means a wine expert. So sometimes when I want to give a gift of wine, I go into the store, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to give. And especially if I'm giving wine to someone who really knows a thing or two about wine, right? Like I'm always like, is it going to be good enough? Here's what's great. Every single bottle here is good enough to really be loved by the most discriminating wine connoisseur on your list. They are perfect size for stocking stuffers. I like this idea if you have the family coming for Thanksgiving, you have enough wine for everyone to have a little bit of what they like, and at the end of the dinner, you don't have half bottles everywhere. Or, you know, Brian, in my house, actually, I'm the only wine drinker. I mean, obviously my kids aren't drinking wine. They better not be. And my husband, he doesn't really drink at all. So I like this half bottle size because I feel like I can open this and then over the course of like a night or two, finish one myself. I never have to worry or feel bad about throwing wine away because I don't drink a lot, but I like that glass of wine. This is perfect. Okay, the box, super cute. 12 bottles, 12 little doors. You don't know what's going to be behind each door for the 12 days of Christmas. I have another update for you. Since we made this available for Christmas in July, 9,000 have now been ordered. If you want that first ship date, which is November 2nd, we only have 1,900 remaining. And if you want the second ship date, which is the November 30th, how many are... And that's the most popular, only 900 remaining. You know, actually, I never tasted the Merlot. I'm going to backtrack a minute.
Oh, yes, you don't want to skip over that.
Oh, that's really nice.
Is that nice?
That with a big plate of spaghetti and some garlic bread.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dream night. All right, the next one we have is, Cabernet Sauvignon. So tell me a little bit about this one.
Yes. So this is from the B.R. Cohn Winery. They're in the middle of Sonoma. It's where the Sonoma Music Festival is held each year, but they're really known for beautiful Cabernets. So the trick of a good Cabernet is we want all that big, bold flavor, especially as we go into the holidays with all these bigger foods, sauces, right, richer meals. But we want it to be smooth as silk. That's the sign of a really great wine.
Oh, that's good to know. Let me see.
Yep. Give that one a try. Full of flavor.
Oh, that's really nice. Isn't that nice? That's a really good wine. All right, even me, someone who doesn't know so much about wine, can tell you every single one of these was absolutely delicious. So you're going to get 6 different varieties of wine, from 12 different vineyards. So it is a little tour of California's wine country. This makes an amazing gift, whether you're giving it as one gift or 12 gifts, or you're giving 6 and you're keeping 6. Maybe you just want these around at your house because you know come the holidays, it'll be really nice to have a collection of wine. But if you are doing the gift, don't forget, it's the only wine you'll find probably this year that comes in the Advent calendar. My favorite,
we're not going to tell you which one's where.
Well, you know, Brian, we've got this Advent calendar with the wine, and then we have a beauty Advent calendar coming up. We've got the best grown-up Advent calendars ever in this show. All right, if you want this for November 2nd, we only have 1,800 to go around. If you want it for November 30th, we have fewer than 800. And I'm glad that everyone's ordering, but I hope you all save me at least one. Brian, thank you so much. That wine is absolutely delicious. It's really good.
Thank you. It's been fun. Cheers.
Thanks. Okay, so get your glass of wine, get a cozy blanket to cuddle up with. Oh, I happen to have the blanket for you too. From Berkshire Blanket, this is the